Hey there, thank you so much for visiting our website. My name is Andrew Ironman Graham and I'm the president of Liveleap Software. What I want to do is immediately jump into an overview of how Liveleap works. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you exactly how Liveleap works. Now, as you may know by now, Liveleap syndicates or auto shares your Facebook Live video to multiple Facebook pages and groups simply by going live. Now, on top of that, Liveleap also notifies external social networks that you've gone live. So there's Twitter and LinkedIn, and what happens is as soon as you go live, a message or a tweet or a status update on LinkedIn automatically goes out and says, hey, I'm on live. Click here to join me. So it's really nice because you could take your audience from those networks and push them to your Facebook Live video. Now, on top of that, Liveleap has very advanced notification features. You can also email certain segmented email lists or SMS lists. So what happens is as soon as you go live, it's going to send out a notification on all the specific SMS lists and all the specific email lists that says, hey, I've gone live, click here to join me. So all of this in general helps push viewership for your Facebook Live video. Now, we do have a bunch of other features like webhooks and site notifications. You can put an embed code on your website that once you go live, if cold traffic or people visiting your website or on your website while you're live, a notification will show up and say, hey, I'm on live, click here to join me. Now, on top of that, you can also have it to where they have to opt in to continue watching your live video, which helps you build your email list for your business. So let's go ahead and jump into an interactive overview of how I set up my Liveleap. We use something called routes, and what routes are is you can set a route within Liveleap, and depending on what profile or page you go live on, Liveleap will automatically distribute your live feed to certain Facebook pages and groups and also notify everybody on your external social networks and your SMS and email list, but you get to choose who those people are. Now, on top of that, you can have another route. So let's just say, for an example, you're doing a training on, working on your car. You're going to want to select Facebook pages and groups that have to do with working on your car. Same thing with Twitter. If you have a Twitter account that's about you working on cars and trying to get business, you only want to notify that specific niche of people. So what you can do with that is you could set up multiple routes. Let's say one's for cars, one's for helping people build their websites. Let's just say you have multiple niches that you're doing in your business. You very easily can decide where your live video goes and who it notifies based on that niche. And we use something called Liveleap routes to help do that. So let's go ahead and jump into my screen, and I'm going to show you how the Liveleap routes work, and we're going to follow up with an interactive overview of the result, what happens once we set up a route. And I'm going to bring my iPhone into the screen and show you where it actually pushes my live video to multiple Facebook pages and groups and notifies everybody on my external networks. So welcome to the Liveleap family. We want to make sure you get as much information as you can, and let's jump into my screen so I can show you the software. Welcome to the Liveleap dashboard. So first things first, if you ever need support at all, even on our website or within the back end of the software, on the bottom right corner here, you're going to see a live chat. Feel free to open a conversation with us anytime if you need some help with the software. We're always here to help. Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 Pacific Standard Time. So we're here to help you anytime if you need it. Now let's go ahead and jump into the software. Now there's a lot of features in this software. There's also a full knowledge base for learning how to use Liveleap. And on top of that, we have social media coaching and a lot of other things that can really help you. We have a weekly webinar where we train our students with social media influencers and top-level leaders that teach you how to get more engagement on your Facebook Live video. This training all is free to you, and you also get the weekly training when you sign up as a Liveleap customer for the trial. So it's not just about Facebook Live video. We teach you a lot of really neat things like Facebook ads, video marketing, so many different things to help improve your business. So you get that as a Liveleap customer on top of it. So let's go into the software. Now, on the left-hand side here, you're going to see the Facebook Route Manager. So what I'm going to do is start by clicking on the Facebook Route Manager and creating a new route. And like I said in the previous video, we're actually going to have multiple routes that decide how my Facebook Live video is distributed amongst multiple Facebook pages, groups, external social networks, email lists, SMS lists, certain websites, etc. So the first step is to name your route. So for this route, I'm just going to say Facebook Live Training. And let's say everybody that has to do with Facebook Live Training, so certain Facebook pages, certain Facebook groups, certain lists, I'm going to notify those people when I go live, and I only want it to be about Facebook Live Training. So I'm building my Facebook pages and my Facebook groups and my list to really be tailored towards Facebook Live Training, because every time I go live on this route, it's going to be about Facebook Live Training. So in step 1, I'm actually selecting where I'm going to go live from. So that's where I'm going to log in on my phone or my computer and go live. So you have two options. You can either go live from your personal profile, which is this. I would check this if I was going to go live on my personal profile, or you could select a Facebook page. And as you can see here, these are all of my Facebook pages. So for the sake of saving you some time, let's just choose the profile. So I'm going to log into my profile and go live there. I'm telling Liveleap where I'm going to go live. Now, once I hit next, the second step is asking me where would I like to share my live videos to. So once I go live on my profile, where do you want Liveleap to automatically syndicate or auto share your live videos to? The first option would be, my profile, but I don't want to select that because I have it in step 1 and it would create a duplicate video. But here's all my Facebook pages that you see here, and then here's all my Facebook groups. So we have profile, Facebook pages, and Facebook groups. So I'm going to select anything that has to do with live video training. Now, my actual page, Andrew Ironman Graham, does teach Facebook Live training. I've spoken on stage at multiple events and trained people on Facebook Live and the best ways to get more engagement and views on your Facebook Live videos. So that's a really good page to select. Now, let's keep going down the list. Live video training. Here's another Facebook page all about live video training. Split Post, that's a Facebook software, so it has to do with Facebook and Facebook Live, and it also interfaces with Liveleap. Everlesson, same thing. Everlesson is a membership-based software, and Liveleap automatically saves your Facebook Live videos to that product or that software so that you could build digital or info courses simply by using Facebook Live. It's a really neat interface, and we do have an integration on the back end of the software if that's something that you want to do in your business. Now keep on going through. The Liveleap Facebook page obviously has a lot to do with Facebook Live. And then Everlesson Live, the event, that also is a good place. So what I've done is I've selected here alone 6 pages. And what will happen is as soon as I go live on my profile, I'm going to be live on my profile. But then on top of that, on all of these pages, these people are going to see my live video. So people who have liked these pages, people who follow the pages, people who get notifications for the pages, they'll see the live video in their newsfeed based on them liking the page. Now, once I go down to groups, same exact thing. Vid Academy has to do with Facebook Live and video. Let's keep going through. Everlesson, Social Underworld. Let's keep going through. Liveleap. Okay, so these are all the groups that I also want to share the live video to. Now, what that means is as soon as I go live on my profile, there's going to be a live video in all those Facebook pages and groups as well as my profile. So I'm actually live in multiple places at once. Now, as you can see here, these are the external social networks. I could share my live video to Twitter and LinkedIn. Now, it's not the actual video. It just does a status update. So for Twitter, it does a tweet that says, "Hey, I'm on live. Click here to join me." For LinkedIn, it does the same thing. It does a status update, and it says, "Hey, I'm on live. Click here to join me." And I actually could show you a quick example just so then you can see what it looks like. So when you go to my actual Twitter, and you look at my Twitter, I have all these messages that say I am currently going live at Facebook. And then when you click the link, it automatically takes you to your Facebook Live video. So that's how you set up your external social networks, and it does boost a notification to your Twitter account and your LinkedIn account. So we'll go ahead and we'll activate each of those accounts. And in the beginning, you do have to add your accounts, but it's extremely easy to do. Each one takes probably about 30 seconds each. So we're going to proceed to the next step. Now, Liveleap also could do the same thing and send a notification to all of your SMS lists, or if you have phone numbers for your clients' cell phone numbers, it'll send them a text message that says, "Hey, I'm on live. Click here to join me," and it drops a link. Now, it does the same exact thing for email, and you can customize these messages once you're actually going to send the notification. So when you set this up, you can customize those messages. Now we're going to move forward through this step and finalize our route setup. And as you can see here, you can add websites to have a live notification. Now the way that this works is if cold traffic or people are visiting your website, only when you're live on your profile, it'll put a notification in that says, hey, I'm on live, click here to join me. And when they click that button, it's actually going to show your live video in a light box on your website. So if you're at an event or you're doing anything cool, people who visit your website can actually interact with you while you're live. So that's extremely powerful. The webhook integration is for our third-party carriers, and that's where you could set up webhooks with membership sites and many other carriers. You know, Zoom, a lot of really good people. So the last step is simply to click finish, which you see here on the bottom right. Now I have a Liveleap route completely set up and we're ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you the result of what happens once I go live. Okay, now that I have my Liveleap route set up, it doesn't matter if you're on a phone or if you're using Zoom or if you're using any type of software, but if you go live to a specific page or a specific profile, what happens is it's automatically going to syndicate based on specific pages, groups, etc. So all I need to do on my phone is simply go to my profile, post. We'll just say here that this is a test. Okay. We're going to do a live video, which is the second one down. And it's loading. We'll give it 1 second. There I am. So all I do is I simply just go live. 3, 2, 1. And I'm actually live on Facebook. And this is my phone, so you can see it. See it here? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on the screen. I'm going to put the phone down, but I'm going to show you on the screen where we're syndicated. So as you guys can see here, I'm live in multiple groups, multiple pages. And all I have to do is click through and toggle through all the groups and pages, and I'm live in every single location. See there? So it doesn't matter the page or the group or whatever it is. If I have it set up in my actual route, it's going to automatically share to those locations. All right, now you've seen the power of Liveleap and what it can do for you or your business. It's pretty easy to set up and it's very automated. I want you to actually hear from a couple of our customers to hear what they have to say about Liveleap.
I want to talk about Liveleap because I have been using Liveleap since it was available, and I have a lot of content. I go live on Facebook a lot, and one of the things that I early realized was that it was a lot of work to go to multiple pages and multiple places, and I wanted to syndicate my content as much as possible. And so I go live 4 times a week, and then I have a couple of other live feeds in between here and there, and I wanted to make sure that I got them in as many places and got as much exposure as possible. I have watched my client base. First of all, I've grown my client base as a result of it, but I've also grown the viewers drastically. I've watched the number of viewers that I have, and it has boosted pages for me because I get attention and activity going on those pages, and there's lots of stuff that happens when you're able to do what you can do with Liveleap. I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it to anybody who wants to syndicate a lot of content. While at this event, I decided that I was going to go live. Had my son do a live feed while I was speaking, and I was speaking about making sales. And I got finished with that live feed, walked back to my table, sat down, and within 3 minutes, I get a message from a former person that I had known who had picked up on one of my pages the live feed, and it sent me a note, said I have about 4 people that I want to refer to you as a coach. I charge $2,500 a month for each class. That was a $10,000 boost in a single month right there with one lead that I got as a result of that one live feed. And I spoke on that particular live feed about making connections with people outside of where we were at, and I was able to do that using
As soon
Liveleap.
as I got introduced to Liveleap, what changed is we used to have to manually share everything, meaning I would shoot a video, then go share it to my business page or my personal page or our Facebook groups, and it was this really clunky, not helpful process. Now that I've had Liveleap installed, it automatically syndicates to all of my Facebook groups, my profiles, my pages, basically anywhere that I'm an admin. It even allows me to send out text messages to my group to let them know that I'm live, and emails letting people know that I'm live. And so now we've been able to double and triple our Facebook audience almost every single month because of having access to Liveleap. So hugely valuable, greatly transformed my business, one of the best softwares I can recommend. I highly recommend that you check it out too.
Lively, wow. You know what? I am a big proponent on automation and syndication. How do you set up your distribution? What I do as a media planner is I show my clients how to take their content, the one content that they use, and how to multiply it in different ways. Now, what impresses me about the whole Liveleap platform is that they have the ability to take us from Facebook over to Twitter, over to LinkedIn, and in multiple areas inside of Facebook, multiple groups. And you could do your message once, but have it iterated hundreds of times, depending on the amount of groups that you admin, the amount of pages that you admin. You could have that message syndicate across Facebook. Now, for most folks who don't really know the power of the platform of Facebook, there are over 1 million groups on Facebook. So imagine if you have just a small percentage of those groups that you are admin in. That means that you can go live in all these different niches. And if you have something that is a general purpose message that can stretch across to all these different complementary industries, you're able to say that message and then reach all these people at once. It's a very powerful platform. So for all of you who have not jumped into Liveleap, I would suggest that you do, unless you just want to work really hard.
So they're obviously pretty happy with their service and the customer support of Liveleap. Now, if you still haven't taken the action, just grab a $1 trial. You could check out Liveleap for 7 days at no commitment. Once you're in Liveleap, if you're unhappy, simply cancel the trial. It doesn't bug us at all, but you are going to get weekly training, you are going to get a ton of value, and you are going to be able to automatically syndicate your Facebook Live videos with little to no effort. So grab a $1 trial as soon as you can and check out Liveleap. If you need any help during the process, contact customer support and we're here to help you anytime. And we look forward to seeing you inside of the private Liveleap group.